What's up, guys? What I wanted to show you today is one of the elite classes in Battlefield 1 called the Flametrooper Kit. This class allows you, to equip a massive flamethrower and burn anything and everything in your path to the ground. As always with my videos, I'm going to be breaking down the strengths and weaknesses associated with this kit, how to use it for max effectiveness, and how to take someone else out that's using it. So when you first pick up the Flametrooper kit, you're given what's called the Wex. It's a massive flamethrower. It's a German pronunciation of a longer word that I'm not even going to try without butchering it senselessly, so look it up if you really wanted to get the full disclosure of the name and such for, say, historical lore. And it has about a 10 to 15 meter range of effectiveness. Holding the trigger down unleashes a flame on the enemy that will kill them faster as opposed to if you set them ablaze and move on. So basically, if you encounter an enemy, hold the trigger on them, you'll burn them much faster as opposed to if you just spray it in a general area to set 2-3 people on fire, because chances are you'll just damage them, they'll crouch, they might get up and stab you. So finish the job, move on to the next enemy. It doesn't have an ammo count, nor does it have a cooldown timer, so you can just hold down the trigger with it. It does have a couple seconds worth of a delay when you start holding down the trigger, so be wary of this when there's lots of enemies around. You also get a permanently equipped gas mask, so gas grenades are not an issue, as well as a flame retardant suit, so all the flame you shoot around, you don't have to worry about it being like an effect against you. You are given a silenced M1911 as your sidearm if you can't afford that starting delay for the fire if you really need to dispatch an enemy quickly, as well as you're given 4 incendiary grenades as an area control measure and just cooking everything in an area, and you're given a melee weapon as a last resort just in case. The class itself is geared toward taking out infantry and infantry only. It absolutely melts them quite literally. You can damage gadgets and vehicles with it. Don't rely on it for vehicles, however, because the damage output is just very minimal compared to it, as you'd expect. Picking it up, of course, means you're going to be sacrificing some speed and agility, but you will be gaining an additional armor to counteract this effect. Best optimum usage, you're going to want to stay in that 10-15 meter radius and stay with teammates to give you that constant supply of health, because you will be targeted, you will be taking damage, and best cases they'll give you quicker health regen ammo as opposed to running away for 30 plus seconds to regenerate it on its own. So while the class is amazingly fun and very strong overall, it does have weaknesses. Beyond that 1 to 2 second starting delay, which can get you stabbed if you're not weary, it also has a range cap of about 10-15 meters, which means that you have to get in close to take out your enemies, while of course they're going to try and stab you, so be wary of that. Because you also move slower, if you overextend away from your teammates, you will die quickly even with the additional armor. In addition to that, if someone melee charges and stabs you, you die instantly. No rebuttals. That's it for you. So be wary of enemies just outside of that 10 meter range, because they probably will try and charge you. You can also target the fuel source on the user's back. It will explode after taking too much damage, so if it's facing away from you, target the backside to try and blow them up. In terms of locations, you can find the Flametrooper kit on Suez Rush in the 3rd sector, on Foul Fortress Rush mode in the Fortress Tunnel of the last sector and on Conquest Flag B, Sinai Desert Rush during the last sector and Conquest Flag B, St. Quentin Scar, Conquest Flag E, and Empire's Edge, Conquest Flag D. And lastly, Argonne Forest under the bridge at Flag C for Conquest. And of course in operations, as you saw in the video. So for max effectiveness, you're going to want to stay in short range and limit people on your flanks or behind you, and you'll crush everything inside of 10-15 meters with absolute ease. Try and stay with your team, don't push up too far ahead of them so they can replenish your health and you can really add to their effect of pushing up. That's why in objectives mode or operations mode it becomes so helpful to have, because you can really push ground and push the enemy team back, utilizing it alongside your team. If you liked the video, please leave a like. It'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of these types of videos. Hope you enjoyed the kill streaks. Have a good one, YouTube.